Welcome, fight fans, to this all Mexican battle for the interim WBO Bantamweight Championship with Daniel Bad Boy Rosas and Alejandro Hernández. So I'm gonna let Jimmy lead you in, and so we get to do the introductions and now get into the fight.
Right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the interim WBO Bantamweight Championship. Bien, amigos, 12 asaltos por el campeonato mundial interino peso gallo OMB. Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks, he weighed in at 118 pounds. Presentando a mi derecha, en la esquina azul, vestido un pantaloncillo negro, tiene un peso de 53 kilos, 500 gramos. As a two-time world title challenger, his record stands at 27 wins, 10 losses, and 2 draws, with 15 wins coming by way of knockout. Con un récord de 27 victorias y 10 derrotas y 2 empates, tiene 15 ganadas por la vía del knockout. Clasificado número 3 OMB peso gallo. Aquí está el 2 veces retador campeonato mundial de la Ciudad de México, Alejandro Payasito Hernández.
Payasito meaning clown, little clown.
And his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing green trunks. He also weighed in at 118 pounds. Presentando en la esquina roja, vestido pantaloncillo verde, pesando 53 kilos, 500 gramos. His record 17 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw, with the 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Su récord profesional, 17 victorias, 1 derrota y 1 empate, tiene 11 ganadas por la vía del knockout. Clasificado número 11 OMB peso gallo del Distrito Federal México. Demos la bienvenida a Daniel Bad Boy Rosas.
Bad Boy Rosas is the favorite coming into this fight. The proper champion is Comida El Mexican Camada. He's the pro world champion coming into this fight. So the winner is going to be fighting him on Saturday. This Saturday coming up. This fight obviously was in July. It's the first time I'm viewing it, but it was a spectacular fight. Tomika Kameda, that's the Japanese champion. El Mexican, he fights out of Japan. He's the real champion, and this is for the interim championship. All right. Round 1's coming up in Mexico. All Mexican back for the WBO interim championship. The winner to fight the Japanese based in Mexico to meet the El Mexican Kameda. It should be expect match. So we got Hernández fighting Rosa. Ready? Negra means black. They both got the negro shorts. Round 1. The favorite, you could say, Bad Boy Rosas, definitely the favorite. Hernández, Payasito Hernández, definitely, he's lost a lot every time he stepped up. He's always fell short of a world championship. This is the first time Bad Boy Rosas is challenging for a championship. As you can see, it's a very intense battle as we start. Oh! Payasito Hernández lands with a big right already. Oh, Rosa don't like that one. Bad Boy, see what Bad Boy. I only got the nickname Bad Boy, but Payasito, the clown, yeah, the clown Hernández is moving in and left hooks, and he's going against the rope and he's moving in with it, and a flurry of punches landing in on Rosa. Oh, he's taking the terror. It's a turret time. He's taking a lot of shots here. Oh, he left hook. Oh, he's guarding some of them. All the left hooks are going through. Right hand's left hand. Hernández is going through. Oh, it's a torrid time he's taking. Oh, he's taking too many shots here. The referee's looking closely. And he's taking left hook, right hook, straights, rights. Oh, what? The referee might think to stop the fight here. He's taking so many shots here. Oh, he's firing back though. He's firing back. Rosa's firing back. Oh, Hernandez is taking some. Hernandez is throwing some shots. He might punch himself out the ring. Everything's landing. He can't miss him. He can't miss him. Everything's landing in like a homing missile. Oh, and down he goes. And down he goes. And down goes Bad Boy. Rosa goes down. Oh my days, he's the favourite coming into the fight, and the referee gives him a standing 8 count, pulls his gloves up, wipes his gloves off, asks him he's okay. He said he's fine to continue. And he moved the hand in, and there's Pasito Hernandez moving in with the jab, a right hand over the top. Oh, he's moving in, and again he's got him against the ropes, and he's throwing punches. Oi, Bad Boy's moving his head though. Rosa moving his head, and he pushes Hernandez back. Oh, he might have came through the storm and he lands his own left hook. What a torrid round, and Hernandez is trying to take him out in the first round, take Rosa out in the first round. Oh, what a torrid round for the favourite, Rosa. He's taking some shots. That's a low blow right there. Took a low blow right there. Referee's asking him. He's Hernandez is moving in. Every time Hernandez has stepped up, he's always lost. But I don't know, man. But I think obviously Hernandez has got the stronger resume. He's fought against a tougher competition. But for Bad Boy, this is his first step up. Bad Boy's coming back. Rosa's coming back. He's answering back. Oh, he eats another left hook inside of Hernandez. And what a torrid battle! All in Mexico City, in Mexico, for this interim WBO championship. Coming up in the end, in the last minute, last 10 seconds of the first round, and definitely 10-8 round going to Hernandez, Pasito Hernandez. Whoa, what a torrid round! What a torrid round for Bad Boy Rosa. I tell you what, Tamika El Mexican Kameda, he'd be looking and seeing these two bash each other up, thinking, boy, he's gonna have easy pickings, mate. Tell you that, man. That's gonna, boy. Right now, Bad Boy Rosa, man, they're gonna have to wipe him down and clear his head. He took a beating in that first round. Here's some highlights. Excuse me, yeah, here the highlights are. See, the left hook's eating Hernandez. Pasito Hernandez, and he left hook, double left hook, right hands. Not all of them are landing, and you can see Bad Boy Rosa moving his head and that. But you can't be taking that many shots. Look, he throws some punches back, but he's eating. Look at that left hook, stun him, and here comes the double left hook, right hands, hooks. There you go, right hands. And it's a torrid time. You can see his legs going at this point. He's taking way too many shots. The left hook's landing well here, and then finally goes down. He took a beating. Look at Hernandez ready to go. Rosa comes off his seat. Round 2, 10-8 round for Hernandez. But Pasito Hernandez, Bad Boy's down on the scorecards. 2 rounds already. What a beating he took, man. And then Hernandez probably feels he can take him out here. But let's see what Hernandez definitely feels like he could take him out. We'll see what Daniel Rosa answer back. Bad Boy Rosa can answer back. Whoa, Hernandez pull it on him in that first round. All the times that Hernandez challenged for the world championships and never got it, he took it out on Rosa, I'm telling you. And the youngster's coming through and he's answering himself, and he goes to the body, left hook, and here comes Hernandez answering back, not letting Bad Boy take the flow. Definitely taking away from him. Bad Boy is trying to get himself in the fight, but Hernandez is not. He's not denying. He's denying him. And this is what so many people with your experience and all the times he's challenged for the championship. Hernandez is using all his ring experiences. Bad Boy, the youngster with the better record, but he's still sticking in there and he's going to work. Look at him digging the shots in. Hernandez answering back, and they're in their pocket and they're moving up. Good exchange by the two bantamweights. Oh, digging in. Hernandez digging him into the ribs right there. Bad Boy is answering back. Pasito, he's still sticking his jab out. For me, Hernandez is still dictating the pace of the round, and the torrid round it is. This is a tremendous fight so far. Both the combatants, they know what's on the line for a world championship. Yeah, shot at Kameda. El Mexican. Whoa! Whoa! Hernandez again. Landing again. Everything Hernandez is throwing is more or less landing. Accuracy, percentage of accuracy is definitely landing. Both of them, but you can see the notable punches at the minute for Hernandez. And then they're sticking the jab on Rosa. What an epic fight the crowd have been treated to. What? The referee could have... If that was anywhere else other than Mexico, I think the fight would have been stopped, man. Tell you what, Bad Boy took, but he showed that he's recovered and he's throwing punches back, but he's still trying to weather the storm. And the left hook of Hernandez is like a homing missile, landing jack in the jaw of Rosa every time he lands it. And you can see, look, Bad Boy's trying to find himself back in the fight, man. He's giving grit. I tell you, he got true grit. Look at that. But he's eating shots as he comes in by Hernandez. Hernandez out the pocket, choosing all his really experiences, man, right here. Oh. Payasito Hernandez is definitely dictating the pace. Bad Boy Rosa still trying to come back into the fight here at the end of the round, in the last minute in the fight, and that's it. And that's round 2 in the books. But I take Hernandez. But I tell you, Bad Boy came back though. Bad Boy came back. He shows what he's made of. Hernandez, boy, he knows this is probably his last shot at trying to get a world championship, and he's taking and he realizes that, and he's throwing everything on the line. Whoa. Round 3 for the WBO Interim Championship. Hold by Tamika Kamada, El Mexican, with the blonde hair from Japan, waiting to defend the winner. And they're fighting this Saturday. Make sure you fight fans check that out. That's going to be in America, so it should be a real good fight. And he's picking him in, and Hernandez over the top on Rosa. Bad Boy Rosa definitely down on the scorecards here. I got him down all the scorecards because I got Hernandez winning that round, that last round as well. Only he looked like he was in commanding the thing, but you can see Bad Boys are still trying to get through the haze of coming through in the fight. But Hernandez still just dictating the pace for me. Well, Rosa, there you go. Rosa's answering back though. And you see, Rosa might be thinking where the old guy, the old veteran Payasito Hernandez might slow down, but they ain't looking that way right now. As you can see, the old slickster's using all his experience. Referee's warning about hitting low blows. Referee's done a good job of letting the fight go, be honest with you, man. Bad Boy Rosa is still moving in. Look at that. There you see the left hook of, the right hand by Hernandez. Tamika Kamada must be looking on for this fight. The two of them will just go to war, man. Look at that. Rosa's still throwing punches, but the notable powerful punches definitely by Hernandez. And they're sticking the jab out. Bobston. See what Hernandez is doing is being cute, man. He's just letting Bad Boy Rosa come in, and he's catching with counter punches here. But is there you what? Definitely what? Hey, Bad Boy is bringing it in this round. And I've got Bad Boy looking winning this is round so far. So he's definitely got through the haze. He's definitely worked his way back into the fight right now. Look at that, he's working Hernandez, and definitely jacks the jaw with an uppercut. Oh, again, Bad Boy. There you go, he sticks it again. Bad Boy sticking again with the right hook. His own right hook there, right there. Sorry, left hook. Look at that, sticking the jab, and he's landing in. See, Hernandez is trying to hold on. You can see him taking a deep breath. And you know, understandably why he threw everything. He threw the kitchen sink at Rosa in the first round. He threw everything in the first round. He's probably taking a breather, but he's up on the scorecard. But he's definitely, whoa, yeah, right hand by Rosa. Under 30 seconds in the third round for the WBO Interim Championship. Both the fight combatants of this is the Hernandez third attempt at the championship, and this is Rosa's first attempt, and he's definitely youngsters bringing it, and he's definitely winning this round here. Bad Boy Rosa definitely got through all the storm, and now he's putting it and he's giving it out, and you can see, look at that, he's found his confidence, he's found some swag. Hernandez answered back at the end of the round here, but definitely, yeah, and you see it there, and he's just into Hernandez, definitely done it, that he won that round there. Great fight for the Interim WBO Championship. There's Hernandez right there. He's got some cuts though. What a great fight. One of the best fights I've been pleasure to commentate. And this is some of the highlights. And you see Rosa digging him in. And he's eating some shots by Hernandez, but look at the highlights here, all Rosa. Tell you what, Hernandez covering up though, but look at that body shot there, digging in. Look at this. And the mouthpiece came out by, the mouthpiece came out by Rosa. Did you see that though? Bad Boy Rosa. He's definitely the favorite. You'd think he was the favorite coming into this fight. His record is exemplary. He hasn't lost. He only had one loss on his record. Hernandez has definitely had the more experience. He's been in there with champions. I mean, he's definitely come short of loads of a couple of times. Round 4, WBO Interim Championship. With Daniel Bad Boy Rosa and versus Alejandro Hernández. Both of them from Mexico, so it's all Mexican bout. As you can see, Rosa sponsored by Azteca. Is it Azteca or Tecate? Whoa! Whoa! And you see that he's found his confidence. Definitely. And you see Payasito still trying to using these ring experiences. They're both orthodox fighters. But you see Bad Boy's moving in. Bad Boy's moving in because you can sense confidence from the last round, and he definitely won round 3 for me. Hernandez is up by 3 rounds, man. See what Hernandez has to do, because Hernandez, the old guy's taking a breather, using his ring experience, trying to time the young guy as he comes in. And you think he's understandable work. See that right hand over the top, and look, see, this is what you change the tempo. He's definitely changed it. Hernandez, Payasito Hernandez has changed the tempo, and he catches Rosa with a nice left hook. See, he's zuking it. He slowed the tempo down, using the center of the ring, and he keeps turning and turning, popping his jab out, and you see he's dictating the pace right now. And you got Hernandez definitely winning this round so far in the middle of the round. See if Bad Boy comes back, Bad Boy Rosa comes back, digs with a left hook by Rosa, sticking him in, and he's chasing after Hernandez, but Hernandez is being slippery. Oh, Rosa's definitely trying to take him out with these shots. In every one of these shots, he's trying to take him out. Hernandez is still slippery, poking him out. If he's sticking and poking, just enough. He's definitely slowed down the tempo. See, the output by Hernandez is not that much, and that's where he wants to keep it. Rosa wants to fight in the trap meet. He wants to throw hundreds, loads of punches. That's how he gets comfortable. Look at him digging the left hooks in by Rosa. Digging him in. As you can see, the power punches right now by Rosa. Hernandez is throwing punches, not necessarily power shot, apart from one. Look at this, man. This is an epic fight in the bantamweight division. The two young Mexicans fight, putting on the fight for the championship, and you can see how much it means to the two of them. They're both answering back. For me, slightly, Hernandez is still picking him off, but Rosa's definitely a close round. Rosa's definitely bringing it. This is like this may come down to the last 20 seconds to see who I feel can win this round here. It's very close on my scorecards. But at the minute, you can see Hernandez just kind of pulling it out here, and put himself back in position again. Up by 4 rounds for me. Right? Rosa's got 1 round. Look at that, and you see, yeah, Hernandez definitely being that slick, just being that more slippery, that bit elusive, and I think he took that round right there. Oh, Rosa asks back at the end of the round here. Whoa, he's digging him in. I thought the bell should have been gone already. The referee's oh. Maybe the timing's wrong or something, because I thought the bell should have gone already. Hey, what's going on with the bell? Yo, that bell should have gone a long time ago. They're late with the timekeeping right there, and that gives Rosa time to get back on the cards. Because that Hernandez was pulling it out there, but it went a bit extra right there. But for me, slightly, Rosa's brought it back at the end, just there in the last kind of 10 seconds right there. So I don't know, man. I don't know who you got that one. I think Rosa pulled it back then. I think Rosa pulled it back because look at that, see? I think Rosa definitely pulled it, and the highlights are showing. The highlights may show that as well. You can see that. The highlights might show that. So what? It's 3-2. 3-2. Hernandez up 3. Rosa 2. The 10-8 round for the first round, and I got Hernandez winning round 2, and I've got Rosa winning round 3 and 4, going into round 5. Getting closer, And you see Hernandez is the older guy. He threw so many punches. He threw everything, weapons, everything at Bad Boy Rosa, and Rosa still took it. Payasito threw everything. Payasito meaning the clown. See, I should just call him Clown Hernandez because yeah. Clown Hernandez, definitely, he ain't no clown for me. He's a serious dude here, man. Payasito, still popping it out. I wonder why they call him the clown, because I tell you, this guy is no clown to me. Clown Hernandez still popping him out. Yeah, Payasito, meaning I gotta call him Payasito Hernandez anyway. They're calling him in that. And a Bad Boy Rosa for the interim WBO championship. Tamika Kameda, El Mexicano, is waiting for the winner. Round 5. Again, see Hernandez dictating the pace, sticking it, see, sticking and moving, popping. See, he's using his boxing skills, and see Rosa wants a war. Look at that, Hernandez, but you see Rosa walking him down though, but you see the thing is, he's not landing punches, and Hernandez is picking him off as he comes in. You wouldn't even think this is a completely different fight from the first round, and Rosa looked terrible in the first round. Went through an awful time in the first round, boy. Went down, he took an awful beating, his mouth's open, and you see Hernandez now might find his groove right now. He's putting on some good boxing display here, and Rosa's coming in. Rosa's not really doing anything, not really effective aggressiveness for me. Hernandez, still look at that. Beautiful boxing. See, he's going to the body. Look at that. Oh, Rosa's trying to ask him the left hook. But you see Hernandez got his guard up. Rosa's exploding some punches here. And you know Rosa's trying to come back after what he took in round 1 from Hernandez. He's trying to get him back. What a great fight here. Daniel Bad Boy Rosa and Alejandro Payasito Hernandez. Hernandez. Payasito still. Oh, okay, you see? He turns southpaw. Oh, that was a beautiful punch by Hernandez, man, with a left. He turns southpaw and he does, what a beautiful punch right there. It's gone back to orthodox. See, you see Hernandez is cute, innit? He's switching from southpaw to orthodox. Look at that. I see, look, Bad Boy doesn't care, man. Rosas doesn't care about any of that, man. He's just coming in to swing like a demolition man. He's just trying to annihilate everything, trying to get back. But you see, Hernandez is just a bit more cute, man. And you know these little experience. People say about fighters when you come up with the undefeated record, you've lost one. But it's usually guys who you fought. You know, every fight is a learning experience. And you can see Hernandez uses all his wisdom in this fight to try and pull it out. You see the clapping of the end of the round 5 here. And you can definitely say Hernandez has won this round here. He's got it in the books. Payasito definitely won that round here. You see the thing is, yeah, Bad Boy Rosa was coming back on the scorecards, but you see that? Look at that. As a southpaw, look, when he switched southpaw, he caught him. Definitely won that round here. So I got Hernandez winning that round there. Hernandez up 2 rounds now. So it's 2 rounds. I got 4-2. Is it 4-2? No. Coming up, what round is this? 4-2? Yeah, 4-2, man. Round 6. Great fight for the WBO Interim Championship. Bad Boy Rosa, Payasito Hernandez, both Mexicans fighting in Mexico, in the Federal Building. Taketa, the sponsor. Look at this, man. Taketa sponsors. Excuse my Spanish peoples. Yeah, I'm from London, England. Try and do my best. I hope you guys enjoying this fight though. What an excellent fight. Look at that. Hernandez still cute, man. Still look at that. Look at that. He's found the second win, Hernandez, and he's using all his experiences. You see him, look, fine orthodox now. I wonder if he's gonna switch again to the southpaw. See? And you see Bad Boy Rosas doesn't care, man. He's just trying to annihilate. Look at that. Oh, he really digging his left hooks into the body, man. Rosa's taking it back and hitting him from here, man. They're painful, but Hernandez is not deterred from it. He doesn't care, man. The two of them is just all out and out warriors. I wonder how much got left. The two of them. Let me fight Tamika Kamada, yeah. The El Mexican warrior after this, man. Look at that. How he throws a big left. He put so much power into it that he threw himself down to the ground. Rosa. Whoa. Look at that. You can hear him and he catches him and left hook, a right hand by Rosa. Beautiful punch there, alignment, and he's bringing it back and he's definitely taking this round here. Hernandez was winning the early round, but you see Rosa in the last minute is definitely in the last minute here. In the 2 minutes. Just coming up to a minute. Rosa's landing some real powerful punches here. Hernandez is just throwing the output. He's not necessarily putting too much power in it. Referee warning about the back of the head just there. Beautiful fight. Beautiful. This is heart, blood, guts, and blood cuts and tears here, man. But you wonder how much damage in here the two of them are taking. But I tell you what, Hernandez is trying to limit, yeah. Definitely the pace is slowed down for Hernandez. He's trying to slow the pace down and just using his boxing and cute. See, you can see the two of them in round 6. The pace is slowed down, but they're digging him in. Look at that. Oh, but he's eating him. But you see the damage on Bad Boy's face, man. He's taking. You can see, look, his face is swelling up. Good defense. Excellent defense by Bad Boy Rosa. Oh, look at that. You see that? Them left hooks to the body are just out and crippling. Anyone else would have went down from them left hooks. But as he's coming in, look at his face, man. Look at Rosa's face, man. Look at that. There's blood on the screen right here, man. In this camera, from that camera view, from the two of them, that's the blood probably from Rosa's splurting. His mouth, he can't hold his mouth together, and he hits a big right hand from Hernandez. Paisito Hernandez had it, and who won that round, man? That round was very hard to score, man. But you know what? I think the desire of Bad Boy Rosa probably took it in that round, man. And he's closed it up, man. He's closed the gap. He's closed the gap right here, man. For me, yeah, he even closed the gap, and I've got him like 3 rounds by Bad Boy Rosa and 4 rounds by Hernandez. Oh, it's sickening, man. What a fight, man. Oh, look at this. My mouth's completely quiet, man. The two of them are just murder, mate. Two of them, I tell you what, man, the amount of bunching they're giving each other, man, I don't know how they got anything left to give anything else to anyone else, man. I can tell you that. For me, your maker is just going to have it easy, boy. He's going to have it easy. Tamika Kamada is going to have it easy, bro. Because I tell you what, the two of them are just leaving everything in the ring right here, bro. Even the people in the crowd is just completely quiet as well. The schedule for 12 rounds, man. Whether it'll go the distance or not is another thing, man. For the WBO Interim Bantamweight Championship, man. Yeah. Daniel Bad Boy Rosa versus Alejandro Paisito Hernandez. And Paisito Hernandez is definitely winning the fight here, man. On the my scorecards here. But Paisito, Bad Boy Rosas is definitely coming back, man. Round 7, man. Wow, what a fight, man. He's come back on the scorecards, man. So sure I say like 5 rounds to Hernandez, and I got it like 4 rounds to Rosa.
Oye, mucha gente pregunta por qué tiene las manos abajo. Yo soy uno que critico eso, pero sí te
so I'm talking about
que se siente más cómodo uno tirar un chat desde abajo que desde arriba.
Está la voz de la experiencia, Iván Calderón.
I just score my score better than this, man. Look at this, man. Look at this, man. Look at this. This is score better than this, man. Oh. Look at this, the two of them.
Que tienen la sapiencia para comentar este deporte.
Pero lo que tú dijiste ahorita tiene el mismo estilo que Sergio Martínez, el mismo estilo.
Wicked, this is sick.
Que no le sirvió con Miguel Cotto, nunca lo pudo lograr hacer.
Sí, señor. Alicia, la de Miguel Cotto.
Tell you what, man.
un Sergio Maravilla Martínez más allá que no
War,
estuvo al 100%,
complete war.
pero paliza lo que le dio. Ahí lograba la corona, ¿no? De la 160 del Consejo Mundial de Boxeo Cotto. Bueno, y usted lo oyó a través de Beam Boxing, el entrenador de
What a war, man.
Abel Sánchez, retando entonces a Julio César Chávez Jr. Le decían en el peso que quiera, 160, 168, hasta ahí peleamos con el Junior, o si no en su defecto con Miguel Cotto, que ya lo han retado 2 veces.
The two of them are putting a war. Look at that. You see Rosa digging him in. He's got Hernandez against the ropes. Pulls his head down. And you can see the pace they're setting. There's a torrid round, torrid pace the two of them are setting. Torrid.
Ahí está el Bad Boy ahora buscando el combate. Que no se le escape de carrera esta pelea.
Whoa! Hernandez catch him in the round. That's right there.
El Bad Boy Rosas.
Hey! What a spectacular fight we were watching here.
Bad Boy, ese era el título, creo que es un tema
De la película.
de la película, ¿no? De Will Smith, ¿no?
De Will Smith, sí.
Sí, señor. Buena película. Creo que inclusive tuvo segunda parte.
Sí.
Sí. Hasta de cine sabe Iván Calderón, rapidito respondiendo.
I gotta do the scorecards at the end, man. But this is definitely a great fight at the end. Definitely a great fight. And you see Rosa bringing it,
¿Qué tú vas a hacer cuando venga por ti?
digging him, still pursuing Hernandez, man. Still pursuing him.
Ahí está el hombre.
Oh, you see? Oh, Rosa's definitely found a second win, and he's bringing it to Hernandez, man. See how Hernandez is gonna answer round 8.
Para el Bad Boy Rosas.
Pero Payasito le está respondiendo.
Y de negro el
Oh,
Payasito Hernández.
oh, Paisito still slowed the. He's definitely slowed the pace down. And Bad Boy is just standing off now, still popping up. Bad Boy is just looking to just every punch he's throwing is just bad intentions, man. And that's probably why they call him Bad Boy. No, Bad Boy Rosa. Definitely, but you can see as he's taking a toll on the young guy's face, man. Hernandez is still the veteran, still in his torrid pace, and he still looks good in there. You still look at that, wipe himself like the bull, like the bull. And you can see, and then usually in fights you have the bull and the matador. Right now, Hernandez is turning to the bull, and he got right hand over the top on Rosita's face, and he's turning to the bull, and you can say Rosa's turning to the matador right now. He's just eating shots. Look, and Hernandez is chasing him down. He threw some good. Rosa answers back. Bad Boy Rosa answers back. Some good shots here. Hernandez there. Definitely up and flow backwards and forward. Again, Hernandez again a big right hand over the top. Look at that. On Rosa's face, man. Look at Rosa's taking some shots, man. Unnecessarily, man. Defense here. Defense has been thrown at the kitchen. And you see Hernandez is using his defense a bit more with the old veteran. Yeah, Rosa's just coming in and he's getting it. Listen, well, boxing, use your deep, you stay in your game longer, man, because I don't know how long Rosa can be in the game, can be taking shots like what he's taking, bro. Oh, right hand over the top, and he said he slipped. He slipped on the Takata thing on the middle of the round. Hernandez thought that was a knockdown right there. And he's trying to make it seem so, and he's catching him. Beautiful left hooks and a right hand, and he's going in again. He's seizing it, trying to seize it again. He probably sees it in the last minute of the 8th round for the interim WBO Bantamweight Championship. Hernandez feeling it right there, and a big round for Hernandez right there. Even though Rosa was learning some good, started off well, but Hernandez is definitely pulling away in the scorecards for me. I don't know how you guys are seeing it. This is a torrid fight, man. What a fight. Look at that. Whoa. See, Hernandez, look at the defense by Hernandez. So cute. Look at that. And again, he definitely apologized. They hit him at the end of the bell, but definitely again, Hernandez, that's a Hernandez round.
Bueno, Iván, y les decía el mes de noviembre espectacular, el que se viene a través de nuestra señal, comenzando con el Gusano Rojas.
Coming into round 9, people, for his interim WBO championship. And how do you score it? I've got Hernandez, man, winning round 1, 2, 3, 5 rounds got Hernandez. 5, 6. Sorry, not 5 rounds. I got him winning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rounds. I got Hernandez, man. 6 rounds. I got Hernandez, and I've got Rosa winning 3 rounds. How do you guys scoring it? Well, look at that. You see, look, Hernandez is big on the scorecards for me, man. Look at that. Oh, look at this. And then the right hand. Oh, no, man. No, man. No one needs to get hit that much in their life, mate. Oh my days, man. No one needs to be hit that much in their face, man. No one. Look at this. Look at the shots, man. Warning about Rosa probably warning about the floor slippery. Hernandez does not care about, because look, he's measuring Rosa with the right hands here. See, and he's cute, man. I remember he turned southpaw and he was just landing, and now he's turned back to orthodox again. Look, and you see he's turning to the bull, and Rosa's turning to the matador, and he's meeting him in the middle of the ring, and Rosa's trying to answer back. Rosa's is taking too much shots here, man. Hernandez is moving his head, and look, you see it there, and he lands, and he's just too cute. The moving target, and then he lands. Look at that. He dips his head in. Maybe Rosa go back to the body. Keep working the body of Hernandez, man. Slow the old man's legs down, man. Look at that. You see, look at that. Hernandez is just cute, man. He's catching him with some good shots here. Look at that. And they see they're both warning about the ring apron is slippery. That was why he wiped his. Look at that. The two of them exchanging backwards and forwards right there. Stick the jab out. Every time Rosa stick the jab out, Hernandez answers over the top with the right hand. And if he doesn't, comes in, he's got the uppercuts here. And look, he's turned to a southpaw again. Look at Hernandez. He turned southpaw, and you see it is landing that, and you see the left hand lands well when he turns southpaw. Look at that. Rosa goes into the body. Rosa's not understanding that, but none of that. Rosa's just going to work, man. Bad boy Rosa, look at that. Oh, then you see, look at the nose bleed by Hernandez. Rosa's definitely causing to bleed now. You see Rosa moving in. Maybe he can say something here in coming up to the last minute of the 9th round for the interim WBO championship. Hernandez is in a tough time right now. Rosa's definitely coming back. Look at that. Rosa's definitely digging in. Some of Rosa's punches in the body have definitely worked in the later rounds. And Hernandez has stopped moving, and he's just decided to meet Rosa in the middle of the ring, middle of the round. Look at the two of them just exchange. Who do you got it? How do you sit? What a war! What a war! Look at this! Look at this! What a war, man! This is my fight of the year. And I don't care what anyone says, man. I don't care what anyone says. This is definitely going down for my fight of the year. I've never seen nothing like it. The blood and guts. They're talking about some people complaining about boxing these days, but look at these two. Look what the two of them are putting on for the interim WBO championship. Like I said, the winner's got to make fight Tamika Jamaica after, man. The El Mexican, they got to fight him after, man. And I'm telling you, I don't know how much they're gonna have left of this, because look at that. That's the ring apron. The ref didn't get a towel or something, yeah. The Taquita thing, and that's the end of round 9. Look at that. Hernandez got that one again. That's Hernandez round. 7 rounds, man.
El Bad Boy Rosas, una verdadera guerra deportiva. Lo que hemos vivido a través de la señal
7 rounds, man.
Como todos los sábados.
7 rounds, man.
Del boxeo mundial, del boxeo.
He's up big, man. Hernandez up big. 7 rounds to 3, man. Rosa needs a knockout, mate. Rosa needs a knockout. Coming into round 10, man. He needs a knockout, bro. For me, man, Rosa's gonna have to. I think he understands that, man. I think they understand that. He's so down on the scorecards. The last too many rounds, yeah. I didn't think this fight was even gonna go the distance, to tell the truth. Right? It might even go the distance, but for now, yeah, you can see the two of them are putting it on, man. What a war! Still, Hernandez still dictating the pace, still being cute, and you see when he changes southpaw to orthodox, yeah, you see Rosa doesn't read that, yeah, but Rosa, it's the thing with Rosa, he throws shots and he still just leaves his head there, you know, he just leaves his head there every time, and you see Hernandez is moving his head and he's just catching him. Tamika Jamaica is not going to be doing that, man. He's a different proposition for Hernandez. If Hernandez is going to get through, if Hernandez can hold on for those 2 rounds here, right? But I tell you what, man, Thingy is throwing everything. Rosa is throwing everything. You understand he's down the scorecards. He's a younger guy. He's in great shape, and he's definitely bringing it to Hernandez. But Hernandez seems to every time Bad Boy Rosa brings it, Hernandez as he Paisito definitely changes the gears, man. Look at this. Like, it changed gears at some point. But you know what? Bad Boy Rosa's taking this round for me. He's definitely bringing it, and he's throwing more notable punches in round 10. But he needs a knockout for me, so he can have to. Oh, look at that. See Hernandez? You see how cute he is? And you see him move out the way? See him land that right hand, and he's out of there. And you see stuff like that, yeah, makes him win the round, man. But you see Hernandez, I'm not gonna give it though. I'm gonna get at the minute. And there's a slip in the corner. Yeah, there's a lot of. It must be really sweaty there in Mexico, in the building. You see, look at that. Oh, you see there, Bad Boy Rosa took advantage of that, and he went to the body. Hernandez stuck on the ropes now, and you see Bad Boy Rosa taking advantage of it. And he's there holding his head down, the uppercuts here, Rosa. But you see, look, you see how Hernandez is making him miss. Under 1 minute in the 10th round for the interim WBO Bantamweight Championship. And Rosa, can Rosa do something? Is Rosa going to change anything? Regardless of anything here. Look at that. Rosa's digging him in, and he's working to the body, and he stands, and he's going for the knockout on Hernandez. Is he going to get it? And he keeps stuck in it. Hernandez answering back here. Beautiful, look at that. Rosa, do you understand? He's moving in. Hernandez understands there. Hernandez still, look, you see Rosa's, look, he's throwing everything at Hernandez, man. Everything. Hernandez still making him miss and still countering him. Oh, he's a right hand right there by Rosa. And a beautiful one as well. And I've got him definitely winning that round big. But the only thing he needs is a knockdown. Now that would help him in the scorecards, and he's definitely not going to get it. Doesn't look like he's going to get it. Big rounds for Rosa, and he needed that, man. He needed that. Wow. Yeah, Bad Boy. Definitely Bad Boy got that round there. Bad Boy, for me, Bad Boy's 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds Bad Boy's got, man. This is round 11 coming up, man. They're telling him, man, he needed knockout, man. They need more of that, I'm not Spanish, I'm not a good interpreter, but I can understand that they're telling him with urgency. He's down on the scorecard, and look at this big round here. But look at this Bad Boy, look at this. There's a right hand here, he just jerks. There's Hernandez got some highlights there, but there was a right hand there, you go, that right hand there. But Rosa, he jerking his head up. Look at that. Oh, what a torrid time Hernandez was taking there. Look at that. But he just can't, but Rosa just can't take him out of there. Hernandez is just cute, boy. Paisito Hernandez is just too cute. Round 11. Interim WBO Championship on the line. Ritter versus Tamika Jamaica. Whoa. El Mexican on the line waiting for him. This Saturday, the winner to face him. Round 11. Tamika Kameda. El Mexicani. Look, he must be looking on enjoying this fight, thinking, boy, he's just gonna pick the bones of the two of them. But I tell you what, Hernandez is definitely not taking that much punishment. He's taking punishment, but he's not taking as much punishment as Rosa's took, Nate. And Rosa's busting a gut, man, and he still can't get his fellow Mexican opponent out there, mate. Whoa! Hernandez catching him a left hook right there. Has he gone southpaw again, or is he orthodox? Because with Hernandez, he keeps switching. I'm hard to find out. Look at the bop and weave and the left hook. Look at that. Hey, Paisito, still look at that. Paisito's cute, man. Look at this. Hey, referee. The referee hardly had to get involved. Good respect to the referee letting these two warriors fight out, man, because it could easily have been stopped in the first round, man. Definitely. Look, he slipped on the canvas, sweat on the canvas, blood from the two competitors' face, and you can see the tiredness of Paisito still complaining about the ring apron. And the thing they should do something about it, put some towel or something, but there's nothing to do. I see Paisito still digging them left, right looks into the body, uppercuts there. Hernandez, oh, see, you see him slip. You see Bad Boy slip there from a punch, but he's still just weighing in, digging him into left hook. That beautiful left hook into the body, digging him in. Hernandez still looking at the two pingle back, slipping on the Keta ring apron. What a war! Look at this. Oh my days! Look at that! Fight of the year, without a doubt, man. I've never seen nothing like it. They were talking about Orlando Solis and the Thailand guy, but this one for me, I've never. This is brutal, man. This is brutal. What a brutal fight, man. Look what they're doing to each other, man. Oh my gosh! Hernandez answering back now. He's found a second win. Hernandez has found it, and he's definitely look at that. Rosa has got nothing left in there, and he's through everything. And you can see in Rosa, young man, he's just through everything, and he's slipping all over the canvas, and he falls from his punches. The referee's calling timeout here. Timeout. Tells him to go to the corner. What's going on here? I'm not too sure. I think someone's mouthpiece fell out. Yeah, his mouthpiece fell out, and you can see where Rosa's mouthpiece fell out. The referee flags them in, tells the timekeepers going out, and now the time's going. Now they're going out. And that's it. And that's the round 11. We're going into round 12, man. And who did you give that fight to? You know, round 2? I know what. Shit, man. I'll give it to Rosa, man. I'll give it to Rosa, man. He needs a knockout, man. Rosa, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rounds I got for Rosa, man. How many rounds I got for Hernandez, man? Hernandez is up big, man. Hernandez is up way big, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rounds, man. 7 rounds to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 rounds to 5, man. It's a close fight, though. It's a close fight. Close fight. Look at the highlights, man. Look at these highlights here. The two of them. These two young warriors just going in on each other, man.
Para mí inclinar un poquito la balanza para el payasito, pero ha sido una guerra deportiva, Iván.
The two young warriors is going at it hard, man. Alright, so this is it, man. 12th and final round for the interim WBO Bantamweight Championship between Alejandro Payasito Hernández and Daniel Bad Boy Rosas. Look at the two of them, man. Look what the two of them are doing to each other. And this is what boxing does, man. The two of them extracting stuff. You see the battle of wills, man. The old veteran using every experience he can against the young, hungry head hunter, young guy. But you see the thing is, yeah, the defense and this cute style. Look at that. The cute boxing from Hernandez, man. It's this you can see it. It's definite, but the flurry from Hernandez in the first round was just that was off key. But you know what? Bad Boy is definitely cementing himself for me, and he definitely putting on a great fight, man. For me, definitely. Look at the two of them. The two of them busting a gut. The ring apron slippery. There's been knockdowns. The ebbs and flow, and look, and this is just because this is just fatigue, and obviously the ring apron. The referee waves them in again. It's been a busy night, though. There's been other fights on the card as well. Look at that. Look at it. In the last round, they're still just waving at each other. See Bad Boy Rosa slipping on the ring apron. Look at that. Hernandez does the jab to the stomach, and you see him fell down. Hernandez trying to get him knocked down. That's not a knockdown. You can see it's because of the slipping. The middle of the ring is absolutely like an ice ring, and the two of them was just skating. Any punch right now could cause a knockdown. See Rosa still. Hernandez hunting him down now, waving him down. But for me, Rosa needs a knockdown for him to win the fight here. Oh, see Rosa's moving around. I think Rosa, I don't know, maybe he feels like he's won the fight here, but for me, he definitely hasn't won it like on the scorecards. That on my thing, 7-5. And I got who you got winning this last round here, man? Rosa, man, I think it's a bit negative what you're doing here, and you see Hernandez makes him pay for it. He's definitely making pay for it. Rosa's calling him in. Hernandez making him pay for all the movement. At least he knew effective. Hernandez blamed him in the back of the head. Look at the two young butters under 20 seconds in the 12th round for WBO Interim Championship. Oh, Hernandez landed, and the two of them are going to war with less than 10 seconds left in the 12th round. Hernandez waving each other on. Look at that. Oh, look at that. And the night and the fight long to be remembered by the two of them. And that's it. And I got Pasito Hernandez winning the fight. But what a fight! And I got him winning. Hernandez winning the last round. Who you got winning the last round? Both of them is champion. Both of them, man. What a spectacular fight the two of them put on, man. What a spectacular fight. This is some replays of the fight, of the whole fight. I think it's the 12th round. I think it's the whole fight. Or maybe it's the 12th round and I think the whole fight. Look at that. Hernandez. Look at it. Yeah, this highlights of the whole fight. The two of them. What an exhibition of these two putting on. I tell you what, man. The way these two fight, man, is nothing to be forget about, man. Look at it. What an absolute war, man. What absolute war, man. Like, you have to respect the two of them. We're going to the scorecards here with Jimmy Lennon Jr. I'm going to read out the scorecards and see what we've got here. Team kind off of Bad Boy Rosas. What a fight, man. Oh. What's going on there? There's Hernandez. Pasito Hernandez. Oh, what's it? There's some sort of argument going on here. I'm not too sure what's going on in the Bad Boy camp, or that they're upset about something. I'm not too sure about what. Oh, I think they're upset with this guy, one of the team members or something. They get into some exchange. I don't need that. You don't really need that after that fight. The two warriors, yeah, I think he's upset about something. Or maybe it's Hernandez's brother or something. They've had him set down. I don't know what happened in there. But I don't know whatever happened is they're arguing about something or whatever they cool down, innit? Right, yeah, you're going to Jimmy Lennon Jr. for the official scorecards. Let's see what he had. Let's see how the scorecards are read out, man. For me, Hernandez, I've got Hernandez winning it by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds. Unanimous decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. El juez Alfredo Polanco dio la pelea
116, 111.
116 to 111. Alejandro Lopez dio la pelea 114, 113, 114 to 113.
That's close.
Adelaide Bird.
Nah, 7 to 10.
117 to 110.
I don't think so. Yes, decision to Hernandez. Yeah, Pasito Hernandez, and he definitely deserved to win it. And Bad Boy congratulates him there, right there. Pasito won, and I tell you what, man, what a fight of the night, long to be remembered. And you see again, Tomiko Kamada, El Mexican is gonna be waiting for him, man. What a fight! What a fight, bro! And definitely deserves it. And he fights on this Saturday. This Saturday, he'll be fighting Tomiko Kamada. Yeah, there you go. There's the picture of Tomiko Kamada this Saturday. For the WBO regular champion, the proper championship. That's what he's going to be fighting for. I wonder how Hernandez is going to be fair against that, because he had to use all his guile and slick to beat Bad Boy Rosas. Alejandro, boy, I'm not too sure, boy, if you could beat Tomiko Kamada. That's going to be a great fight. That's going to be fight. El Mexican, the Japanese fighter, fights out of Mexico. El Mexican, that's El Mexicano, that's what they call him. That's going to be a great fight. It's coming on Showtime. That's this Saturday. Make sure you're ready. Make sure you're ready for what that is. The main event as well. That's going to be the main event on the Showtime card. I'm glad I was privileged to watch this fight. Kamada, he's had the belt that long. How many title defenses as Tomiko Kamada had the belt for? El Mexicano. He's had the belt from 2013, so only got it last year. He's won 1, 2, 3. This is going to be his 4th defense. He had a defense against a Thailand fighter, and he stopped him in the 7th round. But he's definitely undefeated, fresh. He's 23 years of age. El Mexicano. El Mexicano, this is gonna be a tough fight, man. Tough fight. They're fighting in Chicago, a Showtime card in Chicago. And to hold actually Alejandro Hernández, like he's only 28 years old, but I guess in them lower weights he's kind of old. Like he's 5'6". How tall is Tamika Kamada? See how tall he is. He's 5'7", so there's not much in that. There's not much in that. It's just gonna be like the fights could be, you know, they're quite even, but there's definitely an experience. Like 23-year-old young guy, you know, he's fresh. He don't take no punishment. It's gonna be a good fight, man. Slick fight, but you know you have to favor Tamika Kamada, El Mexicano, to probably win that, take that fight. So anyway, fight fans, I'm EJ Boxing Live. I'm privileged to carry that fight there. One of my fights of the year. What do you guys think? Leave your comments and leave your comments of what you think and how you think you scored the fight. And I'll catch you in another one. Alright, EJ Boxing Live, signing out. Peace.